Hi everyone, it's Jess with Kinder Stampo, and today we're going to be working on a fun-sized card. It's going to be a 4.5 card using the DCWV's new Stardust Matte Stack collection, the Kinder Stampo Through Sunshine and Rain stamp set. I'm going to add a couple of embellishments that I created using my Purple Cows Wind-It tool, and I'm going to glue everything together using my Helmar craft glue and some Helmar scrap dots, which are absolutely awesome for gluing any kind of heavy or metal embellishment, or even to add dimension to your projects without using those little um, dimensional squares. This is a liquid dimensional. So let's move this over to the side and let me show you what we're going to do. I've gone ahead and I've grabbed a piece of paper from the DCWV Stardust collection. This is from the 12 by 12 stack, so this one is going to be 4 3/4 by 9.5, and all I've gone ahead is done is fold it in half, and you're just going to go ahead and score it. The next thing I did was I took a piece of paper, and this one is 4.5 by 4.5, so I just cut a quarter of an inch away from the corner, so it just gives you that little peekaboo. So the base is 4 3/4, the square on top is 4.5, and it's all a square. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab my Helmar craft glue here and open it up and just add a little bit of adhesive around the perimeter. And then I'm going to flip it around and just center it on my card. Just press down. Okay, so we have the 4 3/4, 4.5. Then we take another piece of paper, and this one is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, so another 4 1/4 square. We're just adding layers on here to just add a really fun effect and have all of these regal colors from the DCWV stack pop out. And again, we're just going to lay this one right here in the center. Then I take another piece of paper, and this one is just 4 by 4, and how pretty are those stars? So 4 by 4, and this one is going to go right in the center like this. So again, just grabbing my craft glue and adhering it. And you don't need to put too much adhesive because this adhesive goes a long way. So just pressing it down nicely. So now we have the front of our base. The next thing we're going to do is I grabbed a piece of cheesecloth. I know, funny, but I started playing with this, and I think it's a really fun way of adding a fun embellishment to your card. So it gives you that really nice texture, but still gives you light through the project so you can see the background. So we're going to add that there, and I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive randomly on here like this. I'm not thinking about it too much because this is going to go right on top. I'm just going to press it down. Kind of looks like it kind of spider webby too in a way, but I like it. The next thing I did was I made these really fun metal embellishments using the Purple Cow Wind-It tool. I absolutely love that tool. I use it all the time. So I'm going to add one there like that and another one like this. And let me just zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. So you see now they look like two scrolls. And to put this down, because there's not that many adhesives out there that work really well on metal, but the scrap dots work awesome. So I'm going to take one of my little scrolls, and because I'm going to put something on top of it, I'm not being very cautious about where I'm layering it, just making sure that I'm putting a little generous amount. So this one is going to go right here, like that. And then I'm going to take the next one and just putting a little bit on it as well, just at the base, because that's all I'm going to need to adhere this on here. And just laying it on the bottom like that. So now that's laying flat. Then I previously made this really pretty flower using, again, the 12 by 12 collection from the DCWV Stardust and Matte Stack. It's super beautiful. I love the regal colors. and I used my color box inks to ink it up, and I'm trying to see if I can find it so you guys can see it. Here goes the collection that I used right here. So really pretty colors. It includes blackberry, and I actually used the turquoise color, which is the deep lagoon, to color up the edges of the green. So I think it gave it that pretty color, and it also kind of tied in the color of the embellishments. So now I'm going to take again the same scrap dots and just add a little blob right there and position it right on the corner, so just offsetting. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a fun little corner embellishment here to add our sentiment. So I'm just going to grab, again, one of the sentiments from the Kinder Stampo, Through Sunshine and Rain. And this one is the one that says, "We will weather the storm together." It's right here. So I've pre-mounted it on my block. I'm going to use some Ranger archival ink and just stamp onto it. I like to press my stamp pad onto my stamps, not press my stamps into the stamp pad. Again, that's just a personal preference. And then I'm going to stamp it right here on the corner. Okay? And there goes our sentiment. I'm going to grab my favorite Westcott scissors because I don't use a trimmer for this. I just kind of freehand cut it. Okay? So now we have this, and then you just can go in and kind of trim it to make sure that everything is nice and even. You can always use a paper trimmer for this as well, but the scissors tend to be quicker for me. So I went ahead and I did one previously, so I'll put this one over to the side and show you the one I did. So what I did was I stamped it on a piece of white paper, and then I just got a piece of scrap from the Stardust Mat Stack and then just mounted it on top just so that it has a background and doesn't kind of hide among the project. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my card back, and I'm going to put some Helmar Zap Dots behind it. I really love these. It gives a really nice dimension, and it'll be great to add another layer of dimension since the flower is really high. So I'm just going to put a couple here. I tend to be overly generous with these, but because they're not very expensive, it's okay to use them. I'd rather have more on my project than less. So I just put 3 on here, just taking off the backing. And then I'm going to put it right here. So it's all the way to the corner of my card, so it goes over the layers like that. And that's pretty much the card. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick card, and I can't wait to share new projects with you really soon. Thanks for watching.